Hello, everyone. This is the May post-board meeting update. I want to congratulate everyone on a wonderful season of learning. We've had a wonderful school year. It's amazing to me how fast time flies by, and we're already approaching our last day of school here this Friday, and summer school will be right around the corner. And of course, we love having a summer break and getting recharged and ready for the upcoming school year. We hope everybody finishes the week off strong and then has a wonderful summer. We had another board meeting tonight. It went really well. The strategic plan belief that we discussed and reviewed tonight was that we believe all individuals are unique and should be valued and respected. We talked about a number of legislative things, primarily discussed the fact that a lot of items were thrown at the wall in the Capitol this year. Not many stuck in regards to public education. Overall, it was a really pretty good session for our school systems in public education. And so we are happy with that. There was an attempt, although it didn't survive, an attempt to have some conversation about the 4-day school week. We were concerned and watching that one really closely. We anticipate coming up next year that topic comes up again. Primarily, those concerns are initiating out of St. Louis and Kansas City. We believe strongly across the state as far as superintendents go. I can tell you, as we've processed and dialogued about this with 5-day schools and 4-day schools, we believe that this should be a local decision based off a local need. So we'll continue advocating for that. But overall, the legislative process went really smoothly for everyone. Not too many big items to note. So we'll continue to move on. I did update the board on our construction project. We are moving really nicely on our projects. The primary school is really beginning to come together. We should see a variety of things happen here in the next couple of weeks in regards to the flooring and just some of those finishings will start to come in. We're already starting to see cabinets getting put in. It's a remarkable building. You'll see a lot of updates and changes on the outside with the playground. That will be kind of a July activity, but we're feeling really confident as I've worked with our construction managers and everyone on our team working on the project. We're feeling really comfortable about getting the project done beginning next school year. We anticipate that we'll still start off in the New Testament church for our primary school, and then we'll transition to that new building, to the primary school building, sometime after school begins, a couple weeks to a month afterwards, even potentially up to October. We will update everyone with those timelines as soon as we have that information. I just want everybody to kind of hang on tight. That building is going to be remarkable. We're so excited about it. The Career Center, Table Rock Career Center, is well on its way. You'll see panels and roofing and decking coming up fairly soon. And it's just neat to each day see the progress that's happening. The park, a little update on the park. We are working hard now on design. We are anticipating that we'll be able to do some of the infrastructure on the park beginning as early as September. More information to come. I'll have more information to share at the end of June, early July. We'll be really excited to share some additional announcements with you in regards to that project. So we discussed those things at length at the board meeting. We, this last week, met with the original strategic planning group. Part of the accountability structures we have with our strategic plan is, one, is tied to my evaluation. 2, we have to have the board approve it, and we have to update annually to the board. And 3, we update to the original strategic planning team. So that happened this last week. We had we had all the action plan leaders meet with our strategic planning group, provide an update on all the progress or where we haven't made progress, and talk about our next steps. We had a great meeting. We appreciate everyone who attended that. As you know, and as you can visibly see, the strategic plan is working. We are moving towards some wonderful things across all those areas in our strategic plan. Next year, I really see even an intentional, stronger dive into strategy 2, our academic excellence. We're excited about the work that we'll continue to dive into that strategy next year and the years to come. We briefly discussed the FY24 upcoming budget. We talked through some of the anticipated revenues, the budget that Governor Parsons has approved, that's made it through the Senate and the House, that he will sign. I believe he'll sign off on all those budgets for the schools that impact schools in the end of June. Is that the budget will be fully funded, that our dollars that we get and receive from our state revenues will be at a good, healthy revenue balance, good, healthy revenue streams that are classroom trust money, which is our gaming money, and our sales tax money that we get revenues on will be at a really high, nice dollar amount. We also discussed a little bit of how our assessed valuation, what we anticipate that looking like, not knowing really how that'll play out, but we anticipate the growth we'll have in that. There was something else. I can't remember what else, but anyways, we talk about overall revenues and how those will impact. The board is required by each June of each fiscal year to adopt the new budget going into the next school year. The budget is a working document. We make adjustments, amendments to the budget as necessary throughout the year. The budget, we are held accountable by our board and by auditors, both state and local auditors that we employ that come in from the outside to analyze every aspect of our budget and then to provide a report to the board. It's really something that the board employs to keep us accountable and making sure we're following best practices. And so we're excited about having them here auditing our district this summer. And then we'll make a final budget with all those amendments that will really be ready to go in August. So it's kind of a little bit of how the budget process works. Dr. Kite and our summer school directors presented the summer school plan. If you have not signed your child up for summer school and wish that they attend, please go to our district webpage. You'll find the link on the front page. If you scroll down, you'll see summer school. You can add in and get kids assigned to that. If a child is participating in the physical education strength training programs, they can also participate in some academic things. It's a good way to get ahead of some of your credit hours if you're a high schooler or to keep engaged with learning throughout the summer. So we encourage you to do that. The board has some policies that they reviewed that are required through statute that they'll review and adopt not till next month, so we won't get into any of those. Dr. Kite and our entire team that was involved in selecting our math curriculum. We talked about last month. Again, I want to recognize all those individuals involved in that process. Dr. Kite has presented a 5-year curriculum plan. Tonight, the board adopted that plan. So that plan with Sabbath Learning and Vision, within Vision Learning. The board will allocate dollars to meet the needs of that plan as we move forward, and we'll begin that implementation and adoption this summer. The board approved the following stipends, which we're really excited about for sponsors. A stipend was approved for our Bass Fishing Club sponsor who's been serving hard and doing a great job but hasn't been getting compensated for that. So we are going to provide a compensation for him. The board also approved the addition of additional band and choir. 2 individuals will be employed to be our accompanists for band and choir. So we are going to be employing them at an hourly rate of $18. So we appreciate having them. And if you're interested in playing, please let our music teachers know. We are also, the board approved the addition of a 3rd softball coach for our girls softball. And so we're excited about that. I know that's been a long time coming. And then the board approved adding an assistant middle school cheerleading coach. We think that's important. I feel like it is important to the extent that we can to have 2 adults at any of these, coaching in any of these events and participating and providing support for students. So we've added that as well. That was a big evening, and we appreciate Coach Gosh, our activities director, and Mr. Stump and Mr. Carpenter, who made some of those recommendations. The board also approved to give me authorization to engage with a realtor to sell our construction home. Our students at our Career Center have been working for the last 2 years to build a home. The home is ready to be sold. We will be engaging with a realtor and getting that put on the market, and it'll be available to the highest interested buyer and whoever we lock in on a contract. So be seeing that information if you are interested in that project. And then the last thing the board did make a revision to the 2023-24 school year calendar. So due kind of to the low attendance, that last Friday of the school year next year, we're actually going to go that last week. Instead of coming to school on Friday, we're going to have that be a Monday through Thursday week. That allows teachers who are teaching summer school to have an additional day off to relax or to prep before summer school starts. It gives families a little bit of additional time going into Memorial Weekend. So we will be going to school Monday through Thursday. That's our board meeting. We had a great evening. I appreciated the board and all that they've done. Again, I appreciate every staff member here on staff that has worked so hard all year. So much heart and love and blood, sweat, and tears has gone into serving our kids. Appreciate all you've done to support our students and all you students that you've done to work hard. Everyone, we'll see you June 19th on my next board meeting update, but have a great end of the year and great summer. Thank you.